All right, so we're back. I've added more coats of Mod Podge to my cup. Now we're gonna get to the glitter. So on this cup, I used a couple different glitters mixed together, but overall I used mostly this. It is Sophistication by Sass & Crafts, which I think that their name has changed now, but I can't remember. Sass & Crafts Sophistication Custom Mix. I also put in some Anchorman from the Glitter Guy, and I also used a little bit of, I believe, Penny Lane from Peachy Olive Glitters. So all we're gonna do is have my glitters all mixed up in here. I have a piece of paper that I had to catch my glitter, and I have my cup. So all I'm going to do now is use that smaller cup, or smaller brush, and I am going to just glitter my bottom first, or Mod Podge my bottom and glitter. Make sure you get all of those little creases and stuff. Get it nice and coated, and come down the sides a bit. That's all we're gonna do, is just Mod Podge a little bit. And I just go, I mean, I don't even know how far I really go. I just kind of eyeball where I'd like it to go. And then I put a little bit of Mod Podge beyond that, because just because I put a little bit of Mod Podge beyond it doesn't necessarily mean that's how far I'm gonna go. I just need my ombre to fall nicely. So I'm just putting that on, making sure it's nice and coated. And then all I'm gonna do is take my tumbler at an angle, and I'm just going to, from up above, well, first I'm gonna do the bottom. I like to just get that out of the way. Yep, just get that out of the way. Okay, shake it off. It's glittered for the most part, I believe. Yep. Then we're gonna do our sides. And just from up high, I'm just going to, I love this blend. It's so pretty, and I just feel like it goes with so much. I've used it on a lot of cups. See how we're just starting to make it fall and just let it lay where it wants. My other cup as well has glitter all over it. I mean, I was not careful with that cup, that glitter. Probably just got glitter in my coffee. I'm just going to continue this little ombre at the bottom to get it covered. I normally use the epoxy method for glittering, but this I feel like gives me a little bit more control, and plus I feel like I can get more steps done in a day rather than waiting, so this is what we have. I know it's kind of hard to see. I want to be careful. Oh, that's it. Okay, so then I'm just going to very carefully take my Mod Podge and just do the top. Just gonna go a little bit. Just like before, just, you know, cover up those words, get a nice seal. Just roll with it. Okay, I'm gonna take my glitter and I'm gonna tilt my cup this way now, downwards. So this was the bottom, this is the top. And I'm just going to, it gets messy, so just be aware. And the farther away, you don't have that much control. You just gotta let it fall where it may. I mean, I'm covered in glitter all day, every day anyway, so. And whatever is not covered, it's okay. You can go back and touch it up. I'm just gonna get this glitter cleaned up real quick and I'll show you what it looks like. I mean, seriously, this Sophistication glitter is probably one of my all-time favorites. I found it actually. My friend had ordered a cup like a long time ago when I first started, and she picked it out, and it's become one of my customers' favorites ever since. See, like, I didn't even let it dry completely in here, but I can go back with a brush and pick that off and stuff. So see up here, it's not completely covered because my Mod Podge was, I mean, I guess dry at this point. So all I have to do is just go back in very lightly and very little Mod Podge on my brush. And I'm just going to just dab it lightly. You don't want it to be really thick. You just need a thin coverage. And we're gonna go back here and just cover that up. And just make sure, you know, it's however you want it. If it didn't bother you, then you don't have to go back and do it. It bothered me, so I'm just going to make sure that I get a nice coverage at the top here. Okay. Just keep that on there. See, so I just went back in and finished it up. Okay, and I'm a mess. I am a mess. I feel like that's just who I am anymore. I'm a mess. Covered in glitter constantly. Okay, so let me grab a quick brush. 1 second. So I have 2 brushes of choice. You can just use like a hard bristle brush, or I have these ones too. I think I just got them at Walmart, wherever I found them. So if you don't like it as much in the middle, like on the cross, I just go in, and if the Mod Podge isn't completely dry, you can even pick it with your finger if it's not coming off with a brush. Just lightly with your fingernail. So I like a hard brush works really nice with this for whatever is not sealed on there. I just go in and brush away. But like I said, I did not do this cup to be perfect. It is a mess, and it's just, it was to have fun. It was a learning cup actually. I had never put paper on a tumbler. I had never used heat transfer vinyl on a tumbler. I had never used this epoxy before. This was, I figured, a cup for my family reunion, so they were gonna get what they got because they were my guinea pigs. I don't know, and I always find that whenever I go into a project and it's the first time I'm doing it, it's the best one that I made. And it's so hard to accept that, like, I can't recreate it like that every single time because, I mean, it's art. It's going to be different every time for every person. And that's wonderful. I don't think art needs to be the same for anyone. So I am just like, whatever I don't like on here, I will just scratch with my fingernail. Or you can even, like, this Mod Podge wasn't completely dry, so I'm just kind of scraping it. But just carefully so that you're not, like, peeling up any of the, like, the ink from the cross. But I mean, it's really not bothering me. I mean, it might bother some people, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with messy. I'm okay with imperfect. So this is where we're at. It's all over that cross. It's all over the middle of the cup. It's all over me. It's everywhere. But this is it. So then after this part of the cup, we are going to make sure that it is sealed completely. So we will spray it with, I use Rust-Oleum 2 times clear. And I will spray this at least 3 times to get that glitter on there. I mean, you've already Mod Podged this. Everything should be stuck down. Everything should be good to go. I let this dry overnight. I don't touch it because I want to make sure it's completely dried, that I've given it enough time to sit. If you're in a hurry, you could put it in front of your heater, but just make sure that Mod Podge and spray sealer is completely dried. And then after you do your 1 or 2 coats, however you do it, I just got on, I forget, I'll have to go back and look and see what font I used. I can't remember exactly, but it's saved in my design space. The black is Cricut removable vinyl. It is just whatever I had in my drawer. And then the rose gold over top of it is, I believe, Caesar heat transfer vinyl rose gold. So it was just something I had on hand. And I can show you guys that step whenever I get there, but I'm not there yet, even on my other cup that I made of this. And let me grab that one real quick and show you. It's such a pretty color. I love it. So this one has rose hollow gold from the glitter guy. Let me just see if I can get a better picture of this. With, I use Peachy Olive Glitters Bifrost to add the chunkiness to it. So it's just a really nice, it's a really pretty color. So use any color you want. You know, whatever makes you happy, but that's how I've done it. So I'm just going to add epoxy to that one, and I can probably show you the wording in like a day. So I hope that this helped. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna let this dry, and yeah, that's it. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.